Thanks for joining me. My name is Paisley and welcome to my yoga channel. As you can see, I'm in my pajamas and I wanted this to be not only a sort of roll out of bed and wake up practice, but also just a reminder for all of us that are often trying to do things and be perfect or perfectly do them, that you can show up straight out of bed and everything's gonna still be okay. So let's get started, and we're gonna start lying down for this practice. So once you're on your back, just keep your knees bent and take a moment to allow your low back to just release and rest on the floor as best you can. We'll take 3 breaths in, slow and steady through the nose, and softly out through the mouth. Join me for 2 more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's do that last one. Inhale the nose. Exhale out the mouth. As you finish the exhale, take your knees to your hands and give yourself a nice morning squeeze, just waking up, starting to move the body by rocking, perhaps side to side. You can even lift your head and round your back a little bit, tighten into a little ball, and then begin to release your legs and roll over onto your side. Use your hands to push up and find your way to all fours. Remember, we're not going for perfection here. We're just trying to move the body and welcome ourselves to another day. So place the hands in a comfortable position and start to move through the spine. You can articulate it in any way that works. There isn't a right way. Maybe it's hula hooping, cat and cow, whatever works for you. We'll begin to make our way into downward facing dog. Now, if it truly is right out of bed for you, you might feel a little bit stiff. So don't be afraid to bend your knees or to just move around gently to explore how you can start to free up your body in a way that feels good to you. Maybe 2 more breaths here, just holding as is or moving around as you like. And when you exhale, drop your knees. You can always readjust the clothes if needed and take a little rest in child's pose. Find your way back to your breathing, not trying to change it at all, just paying attention to how it feels to breathe right now. And start to walk yourself upright again and have a seat on your mat. We'll take the legs straight out, something like hip to shoulder width apart. Now, if it's hard for you to sit upright, if you tend to kind of slouch back, I always keep like pillows or blankets around for that reason. You can place a blanket under your hips to assist sitting up straighter. I always need that in the morning. Once you have your spine nice and long, just straighten your legs, lift through the spine. And then take a bend in your right leg. Keep that length in the spine, and on the exhale, begin to twist to the right. You can use your right hand behind or next to your hips, and the left hand can either pull on the knee, you can wrap your elbow around, you can even cross your arm. Begin to untwist. We're going to place the left hand behind the hips, kind of leaning back on it. Then both legs walk forward. And we're just going to lift the hips and sweep the right arm alongside the ear. So it's kind of a one arm version of table pose in the reverse position. And then we're going to sit all the way back down, sweeping right hand back around. And we'll change legs. So right leg goes straight out, left leg bends in. On the in breath, creating some length in the spine. When you exhale, use your hands for support to facilitate a nice, easy twist. Just see how your body feels on this side. It might not be the same as the other side. We're not trying to fix that. We're letting go of that need to try to do it perfectly, and instead we're just waking up together, showing up, and meeting ourselves exactly where we are. All right, reverse table pose. This is a one-arm version. So you're gonna untwist, switch which hand is on the floor. So the right one's behind, and it's back a little ways. And then you bend the opposite leg. Well, both legs are bent. Twist a little to the right, push into the right hand, lift the booty up, and take the left arm out alongside the ear. And squeeze the butt muscle a little bit to lift the hips up. And then circle that left arm around and sit yourself back down. Go cross-legged if you can. If that's too much, just put the soles of the feet together. We'll take a big breath in and arms will reach overhead. On the exhale, the hands find the ground out in front and begin to walk forward over the legs any amount. If it hurts your knees, you can always place something under the knee for support, or readjust the legs. Release the head down. Send some breath into the back of the ribs. Push back to sitting upright. Just change the leg cross so the other leg is in front or on top. If you're doing something symmetrical, just leave the legs as is. Pause for a moment. Then inhale the arms overhead. However you can reach without pain in the shoulders. And on the exhale, take the hands to the mat. And that might be enough for you, or maybe you want to walk a little bit farther forward. Just to see on this side what's happening over here. Just showing up for yourself. That's what we're doing today. Just show up and practice. Practice, not perfect. Back it on up. We're going to do one more here. And this time the legs go back out to straight. So they're going to stay parallel. Wider is going to be a little bit looser feeling. Closer together with the feet's going to feel tighter in the stretch. Once you're set up, straighten the legs. Inhale the arms overhead one last time here. Exhale and lean out over the legs. And then place your hands down for support. You don't necessarily have to get to your feet. That's just the direction we're going. If you have really tight legs in the morning or all day, all the time, you can always bend your knees and work on lengthening the spine. Either way, let's hold here. We'll come back to the breath. It's just that mental practice of being present with ourselves. And just count 2 more cycles of breath in and out. Then start to back yourself up. And lie back down. It'll be a brief Shavasana before you go about the rest of your day. Once you get down here on your back, you can either straighten the legs out or just rest the knees on one another. Just allow your mind to feel whatever awakening or invigorating energy is stirring. Give just one more moment and let the body relax too. Begin to softly blink the eyes open if they're closed. Roll to your side. That's always the less jarring way to sit up. Thanks for being here today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.